U.S. President Trump is facing a decline in support from Generation Z, those born after the mid-1990s. This generation grew up witnessing the quagmire of the U.S. war on terror, including the Iraq War, and is generally opposed to military intervention abroad. Trump's attack on Iran is seen as a betrayal of America First policies. Combined with worsening employment conditions and the hardships of daily life caused by rising gasoline prices due to the Iran attack, discontent among young people could escalate into a powerful wave. Total burden: $8 trillion. He said he wouldn't wage war, but then he suddenly started a stupid war. I'm really disappointed, said Joshua Byers, 26, a temporary worker in North Carolina, expressing his anger towards Trump. Byers and other members of Generation Z have witnessed a war-weary America since childhood. In the 2001-2021 war in Afghanistan and the 2003-2011 war in Iraq, a total of about 7,000 American soldiers died. A Brown University study found that the total cost, including war expenses and veterans' medical expenses, amounted to $8 trillion, approximately 1,272 trillion yen. This has resulted in a massive budget deficit, which now weighs heavily on Generation Z, who were children at the time. It was Trump who garnered the hopes of these young people. I will not start a new war. In the 2024 presidential election, Trump denied military intervention in other countries and emphasized his commitment to prioritizing economic policy. Byers, a Republican supporter, believed his claims and cast his vote. However, after becoming president, Trump completely changed his policy. Following the airstrikes on Iran in June of last year, he launched an attack on Venezuela in January of this year. The attack on Iran, which began at the end of February, is still ongoing, and the cost of the war is said to have already reached more than $25 billion, approximately 4 trillion yen. So Trump is going to spend money on war after all. This is a breach of his promise and a betrayal. Such posts have been prominent on social media since the start of the attack on Iran, and distrust of Trump is spreading. In a public opinion poll conducted by NPR in early March, 64% of 18 to 29-year-olds said they do not support the attack on Iran, the highest percentage among all age groups. According to the Pew Research Center, a survey of Republicans, which is Trump's support base, also showed that 53% of those in their teens and 20s opposed the attack, and a movement to distance themselves from the administration is becoming apparent. Rising prices are adding to the problem. The employment and living conditions for young people are harsh. While the recent unemployment rate is 4.3% on average across all age groups, it remains high at 8.5% for those aged 16 to 24. Unstable employment options such as contract work and part-time jobs are widespread, and the repayment of student loans used to cover expensive college tuition is a heavy burden. Trump has made their already difficult lives even more difficult. His high tariff policies have led to rising prices, and the surge in gasoline prices following the attack on Iran has exacerbated the situation. Byers, who makes a living by moving from one construction site to another, says, "We have absolutely none of the comfort that our parents' generation had." The Trump administration wants to retain the support of young people ahead of the November midterm elections. On the 14th, when Vice President Vance gave a speech at a university in Georgia to promote the administration's achievements, heckling was heard from the sparsely populated hall saying, "You're killing children," with the airstrikes on Iran. The number of Gen Z voters is estimated to be over 40 million. With no end in sight to the fighting with Iran, Trump faces a difficult situation as to whether he can alleviate their grievances before the midterm elections.